The servers are connecting.
And I can't see chat. Oh. Yep, that's better.
For you, maybe. For me, it's gotten worse. But alright, I'm just the one who has to read our chat constantly, and you occasionally only take a glimpse at it.
The power from the Lady's Stone lets me generate health and stamina much faster. Alright, let me take a seat while I read a book. I hope the guards don't get chatty.
Babom already says hello.
Hey, Babom. Alright. So we're going to go for the biography of Baron Zaya. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Berenzia.
Berenzia. Biography of Berenzia, Volume 1, by Stern Gamboge, the Imperial Scribe. Late in the Second Era, a girl child, Berenzia, was born to the rulers of the Kingdom of Mournhold in what is now the Imperial Province of Morrowind. What you doing, mate?
Sorry. I'm trying to control the volume of the stream and check if that's working, but for some odd reason my headphones just shorted out. But it seems to be working now. Carry on reading.
She was reared in all the luxury and security befitting a royal dark elven child until she reached 5 years of age. At that time, His Excellency Tiber Septim I, the first Emperor of Tamriel, demanded that the decadent rulers of Morrowind yield to him and institute imperial reforms. Trusting to their vaunted magic, the Dark Elves impudently refused until Tiber Septim's army was on the borders. An armistice was hastily signed by the now eager Dwemer, but not before there were several battles, one of which laid waste to Mournhold, now called Almalexia. Little Princess Baranzaya and her nurse were found among the wreckage. The Imperial General Symmachus, himself a dark elf, suggested to Tiber Septim that the child might some day be valuable, and she was therefore placed with a loyal supporter who had recently retired from the Imperial Army. Sven Advenson had been granted the title of Count upon his retirement. His fiefdom, Darkmoor, was a small town in central Skyrim. Oh, we know Darkmoor, don't we? Count Sven and his wife reared the princess as their own daughter, seeing to it that she was educated appropriately, and more importantly that the imperial virtues of obedience, discretion, loyalty and piety were instilled in the child. In short, she was made fit to take her place as a member of the new ruling class of Morrowind. The girl, Baranzaya, grew in beauty, grace and intelligence. She was sweet-tempered, a joy to her adoptive parents and their 5 young sons, who loved her as their elder sister. Other than her appearance, she differed from young girls of her class only in that she had a strong empathy for the woods and fields, and was wont to escape her household duties to wander there at times. Baranzaya was happy and content until her 16th year, when a wicked orphan stable boy, whom she had befriended out of pity, told her he had overheard a conspiracy between her guardian, Count Sven, and a Redguard visitor to sell her as a concubine in Rehad, as no Nord or Breton would marry her on account of her black skin, and no dark elf would have her because of her foreign upbringing. "Whatever shall I do?" the poor girl said, weeping and trembling, for she had been brought up in innocence and trust, and it never occurred to her that her friend the stable boy would lie to her. The wicked boy, who was called Straw, said that she must run away if she valued her virtue, but that he would come with her as her protector. Sorrowfully, Baranzaya agreed to this plan, and that very night she disguised herself as a boy, and the pair escaped to the nearby city of Whiterun. After a few days there, we know Whiterun as well. After a few days there, they managed to get jobs as guards for a disreputable merchant caravan. The caravan was heading east by side roads in a mendacious attempt to elude the lawful tolls charged on the imperial highways. Thus the pair eluded pursuit until they reached the city of Riften, where they ceased their travels for a time. They felt safe in Riften, close as it was to the Morrowind border that the Dark Elves were close as it was to the Morrowind border, so that Dark Elves were enough of a common sight. What we shall do is, when we finish this series of books on Baron Zaya, we'll read Baron Zaya's own biography, which tells a slightly different version of this story.
Hold on, which one did we read just now?
That was the biography. It's the official biography of Baron Zaya.
There is another one?
Yeah, there's her own biography.
Oh, do you already have that?
Yeah, it's very interesting. A little bit racy.
Ah, I see. Anyway, say hello to Crazy Potato, Babom, Jim Hon, and Vladdy.
Hello, Potato, Jim Hon, Babom, and Vladdy.
I'm pretty sure that's not the order I gave, but alright.
Okay.
That old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of there?
No, must have been some other cat. Alright. There we go, it's better. Have I been in here? Ooh, things. Oh, blood on the floor. Search the dresser. It's not even thieving. Yeah, I'm nearly full, so not really worth. However, what's that? Ah, that's a steel. That's not a steal. The coin purses are free for anyone who wants them. The evidence chest is empty.
Sal?
Yeah?
Jim Hon wants to know if you've already checked out the Australian politician with a hat.
No.
I imagine you haven't been following the Skype conversation then?
I did see a message from Boris saying that we now had some sort of a Nidd representative in the Australian Parliament. But
He doesn't know that yet, by the way.
Oh, okay. But the representative doesn't know?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
But you did?
I had previously mentioned on our Skype conversation that I have a habit of ignoring Australian men.
Oh yeah, right, I do remember that. Vladdy wants to know if Boris is a politician now, and no.
It's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
Oh, free books.
No, he hasn't become a politician. He simply...
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Would these people mind not interrupting me anymore?
Indeed.
Merely discovered an Australian politician who he found so funny that he turned him into a representative of the Nidd now because he's just really silly.
Ah, I see.
He wears a hat and does really cheesy commercials. And Jim Hon wants me to show him to you right now.
Okay.
Oh, so I guess I actually have to show him to you right now. Fine then. On a side note, say hello to Belorso.
Hello, Belorso.
And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Okay, I think I have searched here and taken anything that I wanted. Had I looked in here? I think I had. Yeah, lots of things are empty.
There he is.
Ah! Looks a bit like Hide the Pain Harold, so it could be Boris.
It does not. It does not. No, this is not how Harold looks like.
Wine. Yeah, I've been down here already, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right, shall we head out and go do a thing?
Well,
By the
I've
gods,
now
it's
showed
true,
her, so
isn't
I
it?
guess I
A
can
dragon has
return to
attacked
chat.
Whiterun. How could mere...
Those people really like to talk about that same thing all the time,
bring down such a
repeatedly.
beast?
And I'm starting to feel silly for interrupting myself just because they're talking, but alright. Bill also wishes everybody a nice evening, a good evening actually, and he calls them all average. And Jim Hone won't be in chat for a bit because he's walking to work. And Potato believes that the key is in the cheese.
Ah! I've eaten the cheese.
Also, say hello to Alfie, who points out that you've already been down there because you can see the lick marks.
Hello, Alfie. Okay, right now, what time of day is it? 3 in the morning. I could do with selling some stuff before I go majorly exploring anywhere. I could run around and get some of the things that I've been asked to collect.
Babom says that he's not average, he's below average at best. Well, to reach an average, we do have to have people who are below average.
That's true, otherwise everybody would be above average, and then the new average would mean that some people who were average were actually below average.
So there you have it, no matter what you do, you'll never be the best.
That's not true. There will always be somebody who is the best.
No, not
Greybeards
if
have
we...
summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Those people are starting to bore me.
This is all stealing.
Ah, but also meant to say average-looking people
could it
instead
mean?
of just
The
average
return
people,
of the Dragonborn?
so he wouldn't make me
Who
feel
among us could
uncomfortable.
possibly hold that honor and such power?
And now Babom is getting philosophical because he points out the similarity between what I just said and that the only reason we have happiness is because we also have sadness. And Bill also would like you to repeat whatever you said about average people because he didn't catch that.
It was a logical thing. It was that something like that always has to be somebody who is below average, otherwise...
If everybody were above average, then the new average would be higher, and we'd have people below average again.
Yeah.
The only way how we can solve this conundrum is by equalizing everybody so nobody's special and nobody's bad. Also, Babom wants you to travel east of the castle to find the village monster, according to Vladdy.
Ah. Village monster, huh?
I'm not trying to be mean here, but couldn't you have robbed the castle between the streams?
I'm waiting for time to pass so that I can go sell some stuff.
Of course.
And in the meantime, just having a little search through things to see what we've got here.
Carrots.
Finding my way around and stuff. There's an upstairs in there, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
We should go upstairs.
Alright, you go do that. Alfie now tries to resolve this entire situation by bringing us back to Bill Orsa's original point, which was that we're all average. Which Bill also tries to dispute. He's not average, he is special. A special snowflake. Which will be melting and dying by this temperature. So, good luck with that.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
I still like the phrase mere men. It's like Dumbledore's army, but slightly more gay.
some of the things that I need to find just grow wild around the place, like that Nernroot and I think it was Nightshade and stuff like that. So I've got a few quests in the city to complete, and I've got a couple of quests just outside the city to complete. What's this place? Okay.
There's a concept that everyone's natural skill balances out, but the bomb doesn't believe in that. And rightfully, Vladdy points out that there are some natural skills, but there are also some others which have to be learned. Anyway, Potato wants to know, what is the best and worst thing you've eaten and drunken? How do you phrase that properly? I hate this verb.
Drank.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You have drank? No, that sounds wrong.
You have drunk.
No, that doesn't sound entirely right either. What's the worst liquid and solid object that you've ever consumed?
What, in real life or in Skyrim?
In real life. We don't want to hear about the gross things your cat eats.
In real life, well, there was an occasion where it was a soup, so it was kind of both drinking and eating.
Now that's just cheating. You're reducing your answer to a single answer. But go on.
I was in China.
Oh God, no. Chinese soup.
And some of them are really nice.
Oh, I don't doubt that. It's just usually they put weird, gross tentacle fish thingies in there.
Oh no, the tentacle fish things are fine. I can deal with the tentacle fish things. I ate sea slug.
Oh, no.
I ate. Oh gosh, I was eating all kinds of things. I was with customers and we were trying to sell them many, many millions of things. So it was, you kind of, when a customer takes you out for a meal, you eat whatever it is they put in front of you, because the last thing you want to do is upset a customer. Was that
Fair point.
Is this where I came from?
Yeah, this is the castle. You've
been there.
Been there.
I was rummaging around the back looking for more things. And what's this all boarded up here?
It used to be a gate, but they boarded it up.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So I was, I've been taken out for a banquet by our Chinese customers, and as with many business people, if they are entertaining somebody, then you tend to get all of the top bosses will come out and they will feast for themselves as well and enjoy it as much as their intended audience. And some of the food was amazing, but some of the food was not. And then there was this particular soup, which was, it wasn't hot and it wasn't cold. It was kind of blood temperature, body temperature, room temperature. It was almost clear, but kind of white.
Hold on a second. Say goodbye to Jim Hon.
Bye, Jim. See you soon.
Carry on.
It was somewhat salty, and it didn't really taste of anything except it tasted awfully like semen, and I found myself wondering which animal it came from. And then I decided I didn't want to think about it anymore, and it was the one thing that I just could not force myself to finish. eaten, I say, all kinds of things, all kinds of weird things. I've eaten pig's testicles and all kinds of stuff, just like keeping the customers happy and paying attention to their culture and not rejecting when I'm being offered something that's a delicacy. But oh god, no, that was just vile.
Yeah, Babom confirms that in his opinion lukewarm soup is terrible.
And it was kind of that weird gloopy texture as well. Not like runny and not like thick. That sort of in between.
Thank you. That's very encouraging for my appetite. Anyway,
So
say hello to the spotted cow who wishes a good mood to you.
Hello, spotted cow, and a good mood to you too.
I think that's insulting.
Why?
Well, you know, you're not a cow. You can't say that. That's a cow thing they only say among each other.
I see. This
So
is
you
Mia's
just-
house.
Phew. So you just did a racism. How rude of you.
You can
Anyway,
talk
say
to
also
people
say
in their
hello to
language you can't.
Mahula.
To who?
Mahula.
Hello, Mahula.
Who points out that, yes, Asians are easily insulted. He should know. Also, he thinks that it sounds like miso soup, which I probably didn't pronounce
No,
properly.
miso. I like miso soup. This was not like anything I've ever had before or since. I imagine it was probably some version of crab soup. That was what I was telling myself. It was like something like maybe chicken and crab or something.
How would chicken and crab result in that? I've
Well,
had crab before. And it
Crab
doesn't-
soup.
Well, not crab soup. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be.
It's sort of salty and not really flavoured with anything.
Anyway,
I want somewhere where I can sell things.
that's not there. You go to the market and then to the right.
Okay.
Potato
still finding my
points
way
out
around.
that Sal basically just ate a big bowl of Gizargo. People congratulated Potato for that masterful pun, I guess. Sal, what are you doing?
Exploring.
Left.
You said right.
Left.
I'm just looking.
There's a...
I haven't been. Look, see, it's open.
No, alright.
It's early though. It's 6:44. I'm not going to walk in there and they're going to arrest me, am I?
Oh, they probably will, as usual, but you're currently having a quest there, so you might be able to enter it at any time. I'm not sure.
It's true, isn't it?
But they might throw you out as soon as you're done with the quest and then call the guards.
Such a beast.
That's why I wanted to sell things to them first.
And Babom summarizes your food experience as crab sperm soup.
Yeah.
Also, say hello to Fire Mario.
Hello, Fire Mario.
Now,
Welcome
the question
to the stream.
is this just referring to a Mario made out of fire, or is this a call to action to Fire Mario? In which case, I'd like to know what he's done first.
Please excuse me. He does this to everybody.
Yeah, I do. Mahula points out that
Oh.
you should just call it Happy Soup. That was the wrong door.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I can get in and out of there.
That old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of
No,
there?
no, no.
Has been
wasn't
the
me.
entire guard staff just hiding outside the orphanage in a bush to watch you come out there. That was funny. You should make a laugh.
Ha, ha, ha.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry, there are people discussing things to your left. You should probably eavesdrop on them.
Me.
Yeah?
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden.
Oh, yeah. What's this? Lexicon? Burden? What you are talking about, lizard
Free
woman?
stuff!
The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avonshanzel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now.
This is a cursed thing, isn't it? Okay, I'll take the cursed thing.
You must bring it to Avonshanzel. In the west, return it to them. It must go back.
Okay.
Apparently, that is the kind
I
of...
could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from.
Apparently you didn't. Potato points out that apparently this is the kind of soup you're not supposed to spill on your lap. What? Happy soup? Crab sperm soup?
Who's this?
Basically, I'd rather not have
Please
any...
help me. I'm going
Oh.
to... I really need your help. I don't want to lose my job at the fishery. What am I going to do?
What? You like working at a fishery?
Bolly is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but in Darren and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all.
Yeah, I met him.
It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery.
So, why might you lose your
My
job?
job at the Riften Fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life.
Jesus, Cowslappy Christ, they sell that for 14 gold at the general store.
Yeah. Sure, I've probably got 2 dozen on me. Have one.
Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me.
Alright. Meanwhile, From Deepest Fathoms is walking around talking to herself.
Well, that's the woman with the curse thing.
Yeah, I know. Alright, shall I stand here while you, so that we're not interrupted, while you tell me all the things you wanted to tell me?
I forgot what things I wanted to tell you, but Oh, there she goes again, in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
distance.
Okay, I'll stand
Vladdy
up
wanted
here.
to know, with all your travel around the world, have you ever tried dog meat, Sal?
No, I've never eaten dog meat. I've
you
eaten sheep, cow, pig,
Kangaroo.
I might have tried kangaroo, I can't remember. Alligator. Oh, alligator is lovely.
How do you call the big walking bird?
Ostrich.
There
I've had
you go.
ostrich.
Ostrich is nice.
Horse. I've eaten horse.
Horse actually makes for a nice steak replacement, and it's considerably cheaper for some odd reason.
Right, let's go sell some stuff before I get too involved in other things.
Yeah, and Deadlock, say hello.
Hello, Deadlock.
He's all for firing Mario. He always leaves his work to look for his girlfriend. And the wise wizard has returned.
Hello, wise wizard. Right.
To the right! Thank you, there he is. Go talk to him. Have a word.
Hello.
What brings you to Balamant today? Repair? Purchase?
What have you got for sale?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
On a side note, the spotted cow is shocked. You eat cow?
Only those cows that
Are striped.
for
The striped
the
cows
striped
are banned.
cows. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. Not
clearly we
spotted
eat
cows,
those.
though. That would just not be on to eat spotted cows, obviously.
Oh Jesus, Cowslappy Christ. Apparently the wise wizard is greeting Wundanik? I have no idea who that is.
Greetings, Wundernick. Sounds like maybe a greeting.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Do I want
But if
to
it's a
search on
greeting,
this?
or
No.
if you're trying to say that Wundernick is a greeting in itself, you would have said hello, hello. And that just sounds silly. And the drunken donkey has arrived too.
Hello, drunken donkey. I think I'll sell these wolf pelts, because they do weigh a bit and I can easily get more.
Wundernick is the dragon tongue, which I'm unfortunately not speaking fluently.
Let's see, this guy's got a lot to say. You seem quite proud of your work.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
Oh, I'll get some for you.
You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Okie dokie, we can do that. I imagine current events are keeping you busy.
People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
Where can I find fire salts?
A flame atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
I would ask why you don't buy them yourself, but never mind. Is he worth getting training in smithing from?
I don't know.
You wish to do what I do? Very well.
Expert. I'm not up to expert level yet, am I?
No, not really, not really.
Also,
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge difference.
I've been informed that
Still here.
Wundernick is the dragon tongue word for
I am
traveller.
at your command.
Ah.
So he said, "Hello, traveller."
Aha.
Probably referring to you.
Yeah.
Did you say hello to the drunken donkey?
Hello, drunken donkey. I think I did,
wonderful.
but just in case I didn't.
And Babom has never intentionally eaten horse before, and while we're on the topic of eating,
You lead.
Potato
I'll
believes
follow.
that of all the things you usually try to eat, you should play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, because it has lots of eating in it.
What could it mean?
Also, Babom believes that
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
What, did he follow you into the house to tell you this?
Have
No,
you
that
met
was this
Balamon?
guy.
No, that was
Oh,
the guy
thank you.
behind you in the corner.
He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith. I used to live at the orphanage here in Riften. Grelad said my ma and my da left me there when I was a baby. They didn't want me. Balamon took me in and has been so kind to me. I don't know, but he thinks I could be a great blacksmith like him.
I've been down here before, haven't I? Have I?
I don't think you've been in this house before. Those
I remember
basements just
him.
all look really similar.
Yeah. Not gonna steal anything.
As I was trying to say
Yeah.
earlier, Babom believes that this blacksmith is the worst businessman ever. He tells a random cat that just walks by his business secrets.
Indeed. Well, I shall remember that there is stuff worth stealing in here should I desperately need some ingots. But yeah, they haven't left any gold lying around or anything. Ooh,
That
books.
sounds like a lot of commitment to just learn the language of the dragons. I mean, it's impressive, but it doesn't have, a real practical applicability in life. Outside of course, impressing me. I guess that's a nice thing.
Amir is not easily impressed.
Well, you say that, but have you seen the doorknob over here today?
The what?
Nice thing.
What?
The doorknob. The
The
doorknob.
doorknob?
Yeah, really nice doorknob.
What
Was
doorknob?
very impressive. The one we have on the door there.
Oh, a doorknob.
No, not that doorknob. The other one.
That one.
No, not that one. I don't talk about these. Trying to make a point that I'm very easily impressed.
Okay. Alright, can I sell stuff to these people? Hello?
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Oh, probably not, but what have you got
Just
for sale?
what you see here.
Why take a chance?
What of mine will you buy? Oh, silver rig.
The spotted cow has visited a doctor about their pink spots on yellow skin or fur, but apparently they couldn't help
Safe
one another.
travels,
So
Landstrider.
next the spotted cow went to a vet, but
Yeah.
they just fainted as soon as they saw the oddly coloured cow. Sorry, cows aren't really odd. All cows are
never
nice
seen
and
the old
wonderful and not odd. I didn't do a racism
really
there.
gets to her.
Grilka. Hello.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise,
Um,
move on.
What have you got for sale? Sale?
Take a look.
Will you buy some of the stuff I've got? I've got all kinds of crap. Yes, she will. Good, good. I'm sure I keep selling these. Oh, she's only got 700 gold. Boots, boots, clothes, clothes, boots.
Deadlock found out that Twitch's stream delay is smaller than YouTube's. That's the first time for him.
It does vary. Oh look, take
Depends
those off me.
on restream. It's really wonky with that. Basically, it just randomly decides which one it likes more today.
I can get rid of some of these potions I don't want.
Oh goodness, please do. And the bomb things, I don't have the voice power to speak the dragon tongue. Well, I wasn't really planning to, but thank you, I guess. Really nice compliment there, I guess. Very backhanded. And if you're a wizard, you have to learn the dragon tongue. Apparently it's a must.
Light feet. I'm kind of tempted to keep that just in case. I'll get rid of the minus stamina. Butterfly in a jar. Do you want a butterfly in a jar? I don't want a butterfly in a jar. I don't know why I've got it.
You picked it up!
Yeah, I don't know where from. And I have... Oh, I must have used these books already. Some of these books I have already got back. Like Rising Threat, I've already got that one. So we can put that away. Sell that. We can sell Legends of Red Eagle. Oh, the real Baron's Ire. That's the other series. Will
Right,
Watcher
yeah, I
of
do remember
Stones
that.
I've got. Okay, that's sold a load of rubbish. Let's see.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Let's see how my inventory's doing. Yeah, 186. That'll do fine. All right, should we do a quest?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Sure. Yeah, why take a chance? You could kill yourself here right now. I guess that wasn't what she was trying to say. Also, there's another store if you have more to sell.
No, I've got rid of pretty much everything I want to get rid of. Let's see, there's a quest in here. Helga's bunkhouse.
Oh yeah, right, there was the one about the golden statue.
Ooh, take hawker attacks. Okay, I'll take that.
If you're looking for a room, try the Bee and Barb. This place is for the working man.
Take gold? I'll take that.
Just stealing it off the table. I
No,
suppose.
it's just there. I shall take until next time. Whatever that may be. Ooh. What am I supposed to do with this statue?
Steal it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing quests for the Thieves Guild.
I'll just take these flowers. They might be tasty. Which one? Not that. Journal. Thieves Guild. Taking care of business?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Gotta steal the statue. Would I get into trouble for that, though?
And now you have to talk to her and say, look, your statue's gone. Isn't that a shame?
Yeah, I should have had a chat with her first.
Probably. Anyway, the wise wizard is leaving now. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, wise wizard. Thank you for joining us.
And apparently, just to reiterate that, seems to have been a bit of a discussion about hating elves between wizard and Balorso, I think. Which isn't surprising to me. I'm pretty sure Balorso doesn't like elves, seeing how much he admires his weird Nordic human god. In quotation marks. That was Balorso, right? I might be wrong. Anyway, what are you rummaging around up here? You should probably leave.
I should probably what?
You should leave.
Leave what?
This place.
Why?
Just because.
They might have things. Like gold.
Yeah, but is it really worth it? What if you find something here that you wouldn't want to keep?
Well, then I won't pick it up.
What if chat refuses that you put it down again?
Chat can't make me.
They'll scream and be very loud, and that's going to be annoying to me. And they're accusing me of falling behind, but no, the trick is just I'm skipping a lot. Especially the crucial parts. Like the things they're trying to instruct you to do that you shouldn't find up here.
Well, we shall see what I find. But no spoilers.
Fine, no spoilers, I guess. I skipped by a joke, apparently. Alright, fine, I'll go back, but just for a joke. You better hope it was a good one. Alright, so the bomb went to the doctor about the fire on his head, but they all just ran away, so he went home sad. Sal, what was the punchline? Tell me.
I don't know.
Okay, good. I'll wait. Maybe it comes to me. Anyway, Potato wants to know what's the meanest thing you've ever done to a friend or a family member.
My sister. My younger sister.
You've done your sister?
I have done meanest things to my younger sister. When I was young, I used to take great pleasure in framing her for things, mainly because she used to take great pleasure in framing me for things. Although, as an adult, I can own up and say that I may well have been the instigator in many circumstances. Saltpeter.
When I was about 6 or 7, just to answer that question from my perspective too, I've recently found out about the concept of April Fool's Day, which at the time, for me as a child, was inherently funny, but by now I've come to realise that this is one of the most idiotic holidays you could possibly ever celebrate, right next to Star Wars Day, but that's a different story. And, I thought my first April Fool's joke would be to tell my brother that there's a bouncy castle in the bedroom, and that's one of the meanest things I've told him, because, in fact, there wasn't one.
Oh, I did much worse.
You cruel person. On the other hand, my brother decided to set the carpet on fire and blamed me for putting it out when I poured water over it.
That's more like the kind of thing I would have done. I remember one night after my parents had gone to bed, I crept into my dad's sort of little study tool room. It was like a tiny, tiny little spare bedroom where he kept all his tools and model trains and stuff like that. And I pinched a pot of oil paint, like enamel paint that you use for painting models, and it was gold because I wanted to paint my toy cars, and because some of my toy cars were all chipped, and a paintbrush as well. I pinched a paintbrush. And I painted my cars, and then I realised that someone was going to notice that I painted my cars, and they will put two and two together and realise that I had obviously been tampering with my dad's stuff that I wasn't allowed to tamper with. So I decided I would spill some of the paint on the floor and then left a trail of spilled paint on the carpet leading to my sister's bed and hid the pot of paint underneath the bed. The paint never ever came out of the carpet and my sister got the blame for it. And I didn't own up to that until I was about 30.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
You're just standing in one corner of the room, continuously sweeping the same spot while she's staring at your back.
Do you work here?
Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman?
Okay.
So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things.
Why do you hate her so much?
It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing?
Well, you
Just for
know,
once,
I'm a cat.
I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it.
Not really that fussy myself, you know. Well, there must be a way to do that.
Actually, there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do.
Sure, I'll help you. That sounds fun.
This is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out.
Alright. We
Try
shall...
and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths. Or yours.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Right, I shan't talk to her yet, because I have a feeling if I talk to her now, I'm going to struggle to talk to her later. She hasn't got any free gold behind here, has she?
No, but there's a door behind her. Maybe that's where she keeps all the good stuff. Anyway, Belle also points out that there is only...
It's the only thing of value I have left.
What? Okay. Belle also points out that there is no god, only Zul, to which Vladi replied that more sleep is the only true god. And in regards to Bapom's earlier joke...
Oh, the lusty Argonian maid.
Sal, you should
Volume
definitely leave.
1 and 2. Actually, the real Baron Zaya's more racy than those. They're just funny.
Fine. In regards to Bapom's earlier joke, he is pointing out that he is a bomb, and that's why he has a lit flame at the end of his ignition cord. How do you call that?
This is stolen, look. She's
Of
got
course.
stolen clothes.
Well, no, it would count as stealing if you take it. That's what it means.
It doesn't say steal though. It says it's free to have. Which is
Alright,
just
fine. Leave it there.
She's stolen it.
Anyway, where was I?
Don't know.
The problem with that joke is, Papom, we don't visualize you as a bomb person despite there being a bomb in your name. If you would have had an avatar that was depicting a lit bomb, we would understand, but so far you've just been the guy who tells the time. So that's how we visualize you, and that's why the joke didn't work. We're sorry.
Alright, let's see if we can find these tokens. Salah left the gold under the bed.
Oh yeah, you did.
Alright, don't worry, I'll be going back in there in a moment, I imagine.
Anyway.
Right, I've got to find someone called Boli.
You should probably track the quest in your journal so you can find these guys more easily.
Good idea.
What about First Contact Day? I've no idea what that's supposed to be. Sal, what's the First Contact Day?
Oh.
There you go. We don't know. But I'm pretty sure it sounds idiotic, so I don't like it already.
Visiting Riften?
What's he doing in the well?
Oh, why that would...
that purchase agreement to Markarth yet?
No, but...
You in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
That guy's concerning me and he looks kind of creepy.
Mark of Dibella. I want it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife.
If you give it to me, I won't tell anybody.
Hand what over? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not very good at talking to him.
Give it to me or else.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again.
Thank you.
Remember to give at the temple.
Please,
I will.
leave him. He's concerning me.
I wonder if he'll stay in there like the cow on my balcony. At least I know where to find him.
I think if you leave the city, the NPCs reset.
Oh, do they? That's a shame.
Well, that's a good thing.
Right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Anyway, Sal, you left the key to the safe on the wall.
Oh, damn it. We shall go in there and have a look around and walk in circles again.
Belossus
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Rothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
points out that first contact day is April 5th, 2063, the day the Vulcans landed. Well, maybe I will in 2063 when that tradition starts. Not sooner. I'm sorry.
I'm looking for signs of people having stuff over their head.
Nice, you could just check the map.
Well, I've got all kinds of quests marked, so I don't know which ones.
The local map. You hit Alpha Local.
Yeah, I was trying to find L. It's underneath my microphone. Okay. Not that one. Not that one. Haha, the Blackbriar Meadery. That's one place we've got to go. And Hofgru is apparently maybe in Skyrim. Outside
He's
is
probably just standing by the stables.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot to point this out early on. Drunken Donkey says, "Ooh la la, good old Agonians." Probably in response to you picking up the book. And Potato is requesting more Evil Sal stories, please.
I can't remember them when I try and think of them, but...
Another thing that I did...
hang on a second. Hey, you!
Too lazy to walk. Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick.
Helga gave you a mark of Dibella. I want it.
Huh? What are you talking
Woo!
about? I don't even know what that is.
He keeps really calm.
Hand it over and no one has to know!
I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it.
I do want it. Give it to me. Okay, right. Got a dragon to kill.
What? No, you could have just walked back inside the house and be fine.
And miss out on killing a dragon?
A fight.
Oh, the horse guy is ready for a fight. Well, good luck with that. I'll be over here waiting, and while you're concentrating on shooting poon with the sticks at a dragon, I'll read out Tammy Patton's comment. It says, "Alert, alert, low-flying dragon."
Indeed.
Say hello to Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
That guy is pretty calm for being on fire.
He was.
But apparently burning alive is nothing.
Ah! Where is it?
I don't know. I can't see anything.
I can't see it. Where's it gone? That's a bird. Yeah, where is it though?
Behind the house. The guards are shooting over there.
So they are. It's coming this way.
to finish this.
I've got my worst training. Really dead?
He's dead.
Okay, it's dead. Very good.
It's really dead then?
Goodies.
As I was trying to
Yes.
explain early on,
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. What manner of magic is this?
It's Dragonborn magic. Nothing you need to know about.
I'm confused over the fact that the Dragonborn is a big cat.
Uh-huh. Dragons bear cats. Did you not know?
Too lazy to... Okay.
Who are you?
Well, you found
After
the
we
right
were robbed,
place.
Draven's become more bitter than ever. He hates this place.
I
Well,
have
apparently
goods
you've got
to sell.
goods to
Honest
sell.
pay for honest work. All right
Oh,
then.
okay.
Anyway, who's ready for some toasted marshmallows? Tammy wants to know.
Toasted marshmallows. I don't like marshmallows untoasted, but I do like them toasted.
I don't like marshmallows in general.
Have you tried them toasted? They
I
taste
have.
very different.
I have. Not really my thing. You know what is nice though?
What?
Bread on a stick.
Bread on a stick.
Yeah.
That old woman who orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you?
No, you didn't see me coming out of there. Nobody saw me coming out of there.
Now the Dragonborn has a dragon bone, says Beloso. And
where's
Vladdy
the
is
dra-
in with the
Protect
marshmallows.
yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Ah,
Working at the Rift is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Blackbriar Meadery.
I'm the brew.
Yeah. Step back, I would, if I was you.
He's stuck, I think. He's too
I'm quite
astonished.
busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
Yeah, Helga gave you a mark of Debella. I want it.
You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation?
You want to make a fuss over it, or do you want to keep this quiet?
You aren't making any sense. Hand what over?
Hand it over, or else I will make a huge fuss.
If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take
The
them
guy's
off if you
right
want.
there. He can hear
It's not
that.
worth all this hassle anyway.
And he's just smirking at him.
Yeah, I've already talked
Good.
to him about this place.
Now maybe I can get back to work.
You certainly can. Things.
Bell also confirms that bread on a stick is awesome. It's basically just bread, though, that you bake over fire, similar to how you would do it with marshmallows.
Naluva Hilalu.
Yeah,
Hello,
what do you
Maluva.
want?
Me that way.
This is about
Who
the
are you
meadery.
to judge me?
We can talk later.
Well, you're bald, so... And
Yeah.
I've got basically hair
Welcome.
everywhere, so
Allow
clearly
me to
I can
recommend the
judge you.
Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. We
Okay.
serve only the best here. Blackbriar Mead. May I get one for you?
What makes it so special?
Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades.
I see.
She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first.
Usually tastes better. But that sounded a bit rehearsed.
Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me.
There are worse things than being fired.
Yeah. Fired. Sure. That's what I meant.
I see. So, tell me about the Maven Blackbriar.
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family.
Yeah, get the truth off your chest. You can tell me. I'm a trustworthy kind of cat.
Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrink. Just take my advice and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
Okie dokie.
Come back and see us again.
We shall get out of Riften as soon as I've... Oh, a dwarven sword, look at that.
You'll find several of these in any dwarven ruin.
True, true. Might be a while before I go to a dwarven ruin, though, because they're, like, a bit tough,
Yeah,
aren't
but
they?
you just got a lexicon that you have to return to a Vanshin cell. Which is, judging from the name, a dwarven ruin.
Ah. Yeah, these are all things that I can't steal. Note to Maven. That feels like something I will need to steal at some point. Nobody left any gold lying around? No?
But Bomb fancies a hot cross bun now.
I don't mind the odd hot cross bun, actually. What's
And the same thing that makes that crab soup great makes the meat straight. I guess this was a joke. I don't get, as usual. Never mind me, carry on. Another funny thing, or mean thing, if you want to put it like that, or at least attempted to do so.
Isn't yours.
Well.
Okay, she just leaves. Maybe you should leave too before you have to flee from Riften.
Oop.
Somebody drew a weapon.
Oop.
Was that you? Did you draw a
Order
weapon?
of the Yard. I command you to halt.
Oop.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Lydia, out the way.
Or taste the Yard's justice.
Oh no. Oh, you're done for. Oh, you're dead. I wouldn't do that.
What?
I would
You
have
have
jumped.
committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
How about you caught me, I'll pay my bounty.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us.
Damn it.
We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to
Well,
go.
people get their wish. She's going to the Jarl now.
But I've got that statue on me, isn't that a problem?
Probably.
Can they remove quest items from my inventory?
Probably
Oh, no,
not.
no, I've still got it. That's fine.
Oh.
So they may have taken one... Oh, yeah, they've taken one lockpick off me because that was the only stolen item. Everything else I've eaten. What about my gold? They didn't just take all my gold, did they?
They did.
Where's all my gold? No, I've got 20,000 gold on me. That's fine. Okay, so paying my bounty's not a particular
Quickly.
problem.
Return of the Dragonborn, and who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Okie dokie. Right, so we were busy raiding a place. The Meadery. Who are you? Oh, yeah, that's the woman I'm collecting stuff for.
Bell also apparently wishes for you to return to Whiterun.
Don't worry, that will happen. Well, I've got a quest to complete at Whiterun.
Oh, did they take the Agonian maid that you stole? Well, I hope
No,
so.
it wasn't. I didn't steal it. It was free for a taker. Right, let's talk to this woman.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
I believe these are yours.
What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna.
Okie dokie. What is this place?
This heap of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? No. The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists.
I only stay in luxury inns.
I don't know why I bother.
Let's just have a word with
Any luck getting the
Svanna.
marks from those men?
Yes.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
I gave the marks to Helga.
Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket.
She
I
did.
think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it.
You're welcome.
Here. I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use.
I'm sure I will. Iron gauntlets, they will sell well at least. Okay.
Sure, leave. Not like you care anyway.
Yeah. Right, let's talk back to Helga again. Brynjolf. De Brynjolf. What was the message?
Yeah, that she has to pay.
Okay. Message.
You have my statue. What are you going to do with it?
Drop it down a well.
Not Lady DeBella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Okay, so I've got her. What happens now?
Look, I got the message. What else did you want?
I'm gonna randomly ask, are you the only one that works at the bunkhouse?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself?
It's not that
my niece
big.
Vanna helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
Okie dokie.
Babon wonders how annoying Helga makes her a better person.
No idea.
And Babon believed you would have eaten the statue by now. You spent an entire day?
What? Well, I've sold things to a few people. I've collected all those marks of hers and...
Well, you should hurry up to the other general store so you can at least finish that quest line before it closes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just trying to encourage you.
You're trying to backseat drive. Stop it.
Oh,
I'm
fine.
still finding my way around this place.
Okay, fine.
That'd be stealing. What time is it? I'm going to walk in there and they're going to arrest me.
No. Walk in there, you'll be fine. As long as you walk out as soon as you're done with your business. No.
I don't want to rush things. We've got things to do outside.
Do we really? You could have sold him your dragon bones.
I don't want to sell my dragon bones.
Why do you not want to sell your dragon bones?
I'm collecting them.
They're heavy.
I keep them in Whiterun.
Oh, Jesus.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Right, where have we not been? Been in there, haven't I?
Yeah. We've been in
been
there.
in the orphanage. What's through that gate?
We came in through that. No, we first tried to get in through there,
right.
but then they sent us around.
What's this place?
Protect yourself right.
A house.
Buy armor from Grelka.
The Blackbriar Manor. Let's go in there. Will I get arrested going in here?
Can
Probably.
I help you?
Your door wasn't locked. It seemed like it was alright to just walk in.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
Says you with the floppy hat. Can't even keep your hat up.
I was trained by some of the finest warriors in all Skyrim to wield a blade as if it was an extension of my own arm.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Hello, Maven. I've heard all
What
about
in the name
you.
of oblivion do you want?
Oh, I can tell her about the plot to steal Frost.
Well, yeah, that's right. You should.
Should I? I thought the plot was
Do
for
you
me
really
to
want
steal
to steal
Frost.
the horse? You could have just told her, and then she'll pay you for informing her.
But what about the other people that I'm doing the quest
The
for?
guy is in the prison, and he said dirty things to you.
Yeah, I know, but you know, with the other guy who I'm trying to give the horse to.
You'll be fine. You
But
don't
then
know
I'll
the
have
other
a
guy.
quest not done.
Anyway, the spotted cow is about to hit the hay.
Oh, enjoy. Have a good night.
You good night and a good moo.
Good moo.
Again, you can't say that. You're not a cow. Go tell her about the frost horse.
I'm going to say your name carries weight in Riften.
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone
Still
makes
not
trouble for
met
me
the
and I
Jarl.
pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Okie dokie. And before I carry on talking to you...
Out of my way.
Okay.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh?
I want to have a look at this quest. Promises to keep. There isn't like an option which says go tell Maven about the frost horse stealing.
Well,
Have you stolen the horse?
of course I haven't stolen the horse, Sal.
Okay, so you don't know
It's
what
just as
happens
well.
then, do you?
Without your combat prowess.
I don't have time for idle chit.
Fine, go
Any
steal a
luck
horse.
gathering those ingredients?
Yeah, we'll get around to gathering those ingredients. I'm just gonna search your house, don't mind me. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. What's in here? That's a way out?
In there is Riften.
Yeah. They don't seem to mind me wandering around the place. No one's called the guards. Very good.
No one's called the guards yet.
Uh-huh.
It is now 8.
Well, this isn't a shop.
Yeah, it's a private house.
It's a private house with gold purses. If people don't want strangers in their house, they shouldn't go leaving the doors unlocked. Nothing in there I can safely steal. Ooh. Oh, it's another Dibella statue.
Yeah, but this one doesn't look as special as the other one.
No, it hasn't got a sparkly thing above its head. That must be a balcony. Letters. Let's have a look out the balcony. Aha.
Anyway, to keep the conversation going, have you thought of any mean instances that happened between you and your sister by now?
No, I know there was hundreds of them. All very much along those lines. But I keep distracting myself by concentrating on the game. Oh, look, there's another ladder behind there. How do I get there?
Probably by walking around the corner and to the right here.
Books. There's books there that I don't have. I would like. What's all this down here?
An alchemy lab.
Yeah. Nordic barnacle. I wonder if I've ever eaten one of those.
Probably yes. And even if not, you'll find them as soon as you splash around a bit in water.
Okay.
So is the plan for the rest of the night to just hang around in people's houses?
I don't know, maybe I'm just exploring.
Alright. I'll be waiting.
I wonder if I can get away with unlocking the door.
As long as you crouch and nobody sees you, yes.
I've got my necklace of lockpicking on, so you never know. Let's try around here.
Stop. A little bit more to the right. No, to the left.
There we go.
Ta-da! But also point out that you unlocking this door was riveting action in comparison to the rest. Oh, look at this! You've seen this before.
I have.
Letter to the Brotherhood. You should read that. Go read it.
No, it's stealing.
Read it!
It's stealing.
We want to know!
It's stealing.
Anyway, people are pointing out that it's now 9:15, 11:15, 10:15, and 3:15 in the afternoon.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Bob confirms you're supposed to read the letter. You've already stolen once. Might as well steal this sheet of paper.
I'm sure at some point I will be told to go and look at the thing.
Not everything is related to a quest here, but also wants you to read it. And Vladdy is asking for Mars time now.
Mars time?
Yeah.
The time on Mars.
Yeah.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Yeah. It's that Thieves Guild, you know. Right, what have I got to do that's inside the city still?
I don't think there is anything left. Everything else is talking to the guy and stealing his vase and then going outside.
The Pawned Prawn. I've got to go to the Pawned Prawn.
That's the shop you left at about 8 or 7.
Yeah. Outside, I have... return to Shadur. Which one's that?
I think it's on the miscellaneous. Or stealing plans.
No, here it is.
Ah, all
so
right.
what is that one?
I don't know.
It's around here somewhere. Shall we go see?
Sure, though wouldn't you rather check the map before you waddle out there? What if you did something that now forces... Hit L again to return to the world map. That forces you to walk far away? Oh no, I think it's right in front of the gate.
Yeah, I was thinking so, because this is one that I had. Oh, it's there, by the stables.
Oh, well, you better hurry then, because if that guy walks into the stable thing, you won't be able to talk to him for the rest of the night.
Okay.
Not that I would ever want to hurry you.
Well, if so, we can always, explore around here. So it was that guy. Hello?
Any luck with Sapphire?
Yeah, you're no longer in debt.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it?
I think I paid
I don't
her
know
off.
What to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
I'm glad you took my word for it. It sounded like a drink. Oh, invisibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one wants to know if you've ever been to Falkreath yet.
Alright then.
Falkreath. I don't think so.
No, she hasn't.
Let's have a chat with this guy.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place.
Horse
Got
crusher,
horses that
huh?
need shoeing, so make it quick.
Must be... Yeah, how come you came to be known as the Horse Crusher?
Been stuck with the name for years. I've been riding horses since I was a lad. Nothing I liked more. But as I got bigger, so did my mounts. Then one day, I was drunker than I've ever been and mounted a poor colt. Broke his back in 2. Haven't ridden since.
I see. Must be dangerous living outside the walls.
I'm not afraid of anything out here. Walls are just a weakling's hiding spot. Not me. I'm no weakling. In fact, I bet I got the strongest arms in all of Skyrim.
I bet you're wrong.
Oh, sounds like I've got a challenger.
Yeah.
Tell you what, how about a friendly wager just between us? I bet you my entire purse of septums I can beat you in a fistfight. You match the bet, and we fight until one of us gives in.
Sure, I'll match your bet.
Alright, remember, this is a clean fight. No weapons, no tricks. And none of those fancy magic spells either. Here we go. Come on.
Hang on a second. Just before we do, I would just like to swap over my necklace to the necklace of Minor Knight. Right, how do I hit? Is it just by left clicking and right clicking?
Just left click.
Or should I come?
You can stop now, don't maul him to death. It's okay, Sal, calm down.
I don't believe it. I guess you were right.
Well, you cheated with your claws. Lydia's really eager for you to kill him.
Yeah, Lydia's into something. I hope you're not angry.
Not at all. It's good to be put in your place once in a while.
Okay.
There you go, you earned 200 gold.
Thank you.
That was worth it.
Yeah, easy. And I like to get my claws bloody.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Yeah, a few scratches there. I hope you didn't mind me having words with your boss. Hello.
That is unreasonably close to a horse.
Steal the horse. So easy to do. Right, let's just have a wander around and see.
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar.
See if we can find any of the stuff that we've got to collect. Might as well see if we can find any trouble out here while we're roundabouts.
Should I mention that people want you to go to Falkreath still?
But surely everybody wants me to go everywhere. I do.
Well, the people who wanted you to go to Riften aren't exactly happy of you being here. I don't know why.
Wasn't it because they wanted me to get the lusty Argonian maid here?
I thought they wanted you to... Well, it would be silly if that was the only reason why they wanted you to go to Riften. I thought it had something to do with the Thieves Guild being a very interesting quest line.
Well, that's
which
a quest
unfortunately
line
you're not really following at the moment.
I'm doing all the quests, including the Thieves Guild's quests.
You seem pretty resilient and resistant when it came to walking into that store to smash up that vase.
Yeah, but we'll do that as soon as the store opens again in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But we've got other quests to do in the meantime, because I don't like to rush things.
I know. I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing out. But Mom likes all these southern towns. Does that include Markarth? It is kinda at the south end of the world, relatively speaking.
Wasn't Markarth at, the western end of the world?
Well, yeah, but relatively speaking, it's still on the south line of Whiterun. In fact, I almost dare to say that it's one of the most southern towns there are.
There's a shining thing. Isn't that the plant that sings?
But also sighing, I don't like to rush things is a major understatement.
Yeah, it is. Oh, so I've got 2 of them. See, I've got all these collecting quests to do.
They're clearly the most fun to do, aren't they?
Well, there's lots of exploring. I like exploring. What's over there?
The Golden Glow Estate honey farm thing?
Ah, I see.
You stood in front of their front gate and were really upset with them shouting at you.
Was I?
Yeah, you were.
Just thought I might be able to see some more of those glowy root things. Let's go have a look over... What's that? Oh, it's just a... Oh, okay. It's a thing. I thought it was a dead body.
Fetch quests. Such fun. Much well, says Beloso.
Well, it's just the kind of thing that you do when, you know, when you're waiting for shops to open and you're exploring places.
Well, if the chat is currently underwhelmed by the action going on, or rather the lack thereof, how about...
to set anything on fire, all right?
Okay.
My husband and I were just recently married.
Those are two weird things to say in combination, but alright. Try to make it more interesting by asking weird random questions that we can then spend 10 minutes tearing apart. Now they don't make sense.
Ah, I'm stuck on a chicken.
That's a common problem around here.
Obviously. Oh Mia, look at all the leeks. I think I'll just harvest those.
I shall be leaving then. Goodbye.
So, have I been inside the windmill? I remember having a look at the place when I came in, but I don't know if I actually explored it. I don't know if there's any way up. I mean, how do they fix the sails if they need to? Look at that skull down there. Why is there a skull in the grass? I think somebody had tied you up. Oops, gotta be careful, those things can kill me. So we didn't go off the track at all on our way here because I had an inventory full of stuff and I didn't want to sort of spark anything which might set off more quests or cause me to explore more and have to leave treasure behind. But this looks kind of suspiciously open. Path-like. Oh, look at those spires up there. So, Mia, what's chat saying? Mia!
I'm returning. Fine, I'm back, despite you insulting me so dearly.
Indeed.
I only returned for chat because I know I don't like them even more. Anyway, I apparently sparked something because now people are throwing weird random questions at you.
Okay. Lydia, give me my pickaxe.
I'm right behind you.
And yes, but also I really just left her.
How can I serve you, my Thane?
First random question from Babom. What do you think is the perfect political system, Sal?
I'll follow.
A theocracy led by me.
Okay.
Okay, right, let's put those away. Let's go into my inventory. How do I pick up my pickaxe? Like so.
Sal, no.
Yeah.
No.
I think I just stabbed myself in the foot. Well, when I say perfect theocracy, of course I would be the perfect king or queen or whatever. But unless I could just be unless I could just be a monarch that only had to get up in the evening and didn't have to get up in the morning.
I've got your back.
I don't think I'd want to do it.
How can I serve you, my Thane?
Alright, take my pickaxe back off me. Where is it? Oh.
I believe that the perfect political system is a large group of hermits, just living widely spread apart from one another, so they don't have to deal with one another.
Where's my dwarven axe there?
Just arrange them in the perfect grid, tell them the maximum distance they can walk from the center of the grid, and then just leave them be. Well, naturally, they're not allowed to expand, and they should keep away from the fence, so they don't have to talk with their neighbors. That's lovely. I appreciate that.
Ooh. Where are you going, Lydia?
Vladi, on the other hand, said that socialism is the best political system there is. And Potato wants to know, what's a pet peeve you have with me?
Ooh. Stone thing. Pet peeve with Potato.
No, with me, but sure, go for Potato too.
Hang on a second. Hello?
The stone doesn't talk with you.
I had a reason to come here. I wanted to come here to see this stone.
Alright. In the meantime, Alfie points out that a theocracy is usually run by a priesthood, not a royal.
Yeah.
So queen would be wrong.
Priestess.
Unless, of course, you go with cellocracy.
Cellocracy, yeah. Monarchy, isn't it? When it's run by a king. Theocracy when it's run by a priest.
So, a pet peeve you have with either me or Potato? Let me start. My pet peeve I have with Sal is the fact that she seems entirely incapable of stacking dishes as neatly as I like them, or keeping anything in the kitchen organized in an alphabetical colour-sorted manner.
It's hard to have a peeve with Mia, really, because he's hilarious.
As another pet peeve I have with Sal is the fact that she can't come up with pet peeves for me.
You are overly apologetic, because Mia actually, when he's not got his salty facade on, he's very...
What do you mean salty facade? This is the 100% pure salty Mia.
You are very... what's a good way of phrasing it? Not meek and mild. Very unobtrusive, helpful, and very easy to live with. Otherwise you wouldn't be my lodger.
Thank you, very uplifting. Does that mean I can carry on with my questions?
You can carry on being the
But
lodger.
also wants to know, does the area we live in have a high crime rate, seeing how we have constant police cars driving by? I thought those were...
They're mostly ambulances.
Yeah.
And we don't have a particularly... I mean, we're right in the city centre, so there is always crime in the city centre.
Oh no.
But it's not exceptionally high. I'm going fishing.
Good on you, but we've opened another can of worms.
What?
Speaking of politics, Babon wants to know Urban Empire.
Yes. Although, even though I want to play Urban Empire, and I was thinking about maybe, depending on what goes on and how much time we spend... Ooh, dragonfly. Did I get it?
I hope you did.
Is it tasty?
Probably not. Go on.
I've got a hankering after a new game. And it looks streamable as well, so at least if I get caught up in this particular new game, I might stream it instead of just ignoring you all. But yeah, it depends on how much time we spend on TFC this weekend.
Probably too much again. But one warns you, Sal, watch out, there's a furry snake behind you. It has attached to your bum. Attack it.
Yeah, but you know I would run around in circles if I thought it...
And that would make me dizzy, so please don't. And Babom is with me on something, unfortunately through me being really slow with reading chat. I don't know what that is, but good on you, you've made the right decision and now have the right opinion on your hand. Bloody points out that without people there is no society, so socialism is the way to go. No, I tell you, society of hermits who just never talk to one another.
That would be Mia's ideal.
There you go, peace and
But
quiet.
then who would you apologise to?
Well, me, myself, and the woodland creatures that I try to shoo off my land.
There's a boat.
And Babom pointed out that it's now 9:30 and he wonders what you're doing.
Raiding this vessel.
And Alfie believes you could be the High Muckamuk. What's a Muckamuk? Sal. Sounds like a religious term for your salocracy. What's a Muckamuk?
I don't know.
Vladdy believes that I am always salty, and you'd be right.
He's not. He just likes
am.
to pretend he is.
Well, I usually am always salty when I'm forced to participate in a stream, Babom points out quite helpfully.
Yeah.
But also brings up Subnautica for games you could play.
Oh yeah, I quite fancy playing Subnautica. But the game that I've got my eye on at the moment is Hearthlands, which is kind of a bit of a city builder, cutesy Command and Conquer style thing. Enemies that you've got to battle and...
Yeah, I've seen her look at that. It looked interesting, if a bit bland regarding the art style. Unfortunately, I mean... Have you seen Anno 1602? Oh, gorgeous graphics, but alright. Babom agreed with me on the Society of Hermits with fully fictional and obedient AIs. Which all have an off button, just in case you need that. That would be lovely.
That's the Meadery. I've been in there.
And preferably move that to the moon in a perfect grid after we've terraformed it, so we don't have to deal with the stuff down here. Perfect society. Anyway, Potato wants to know if you have anything against him or anything that you dislike about Potato. He excludes me out of that question because he knows that I could write a book called Why I Hate Potato.
Amir doesn't really.
I hate Potato.
He does not.
Oh, I dislike him so much. And the first and foremost and the biggest reason is he drew me without a hat. A matching hat at that.
Without a matching hat.
Well, yeah. Upside down.
That's how you upset me.
No, that's just the subtitle of the book.
Alright, we'll go back into... Oops.
Bloody says that my anti-social system is even a problem for the nomadic tribes. How rude. And Babom notices
excuse me,
that you're A, cuffing a lot, and B, really like games in which you control people.
There's not that many games where you don't control people.
Fair point, but I think
Tetris.
you meant that as in you managing large groups of people.
I do like city builders and... but I like sandbox games as well. Space Engineers, Minecraft. You're not really controlling people there other than trying to coordinate The bunch of Niddites, which is a challenge in itself.
Hold on, you do control your player character too.
Well, yeah,
which
but
is being fought against by the server and its lag.
Yeah, which if you don't include your own avatar, that's very few games. That's what. Who are these people? Who are you?
Careful with those flames.
Oh yeah.
Unless you plan on
Let's put my stuff away. Who are you?
You look like you could use
Oh,
a
I
drink.
know you. Who are you?
What do you say to some cheap mead?
No.
But also says that command and conquer and cute in the same sentence. That's something that disappoints him. He will now unsubscribe himself and all his 410 duplicates accounts from your YouTube channel.
Where does the Jarl live?
In the big house there.
That one?
Yeah.
I thought I'd been there already.
Well, you have, but you never walked up to the second floor.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I never went into the keep. I went to the barracks next to the keep.
Good job.
Well,
I can show you, but also she didn't mean Command and Conquer to be cute.
No. What I meant was that there is some element of strategic battle, RTS type stuff in it. But it does have a sort of cutesy art style. It's not terribly cutesy, because sometimes I can be put off by that. It's interesting. It's quite multi-layered.
Under my protection. You watch yourself now.
I like the levels of diplomacy in it, as well as the city building, and
she appreciates games that are about strategic planning and thinking ahead.
This is true.
Which Bomb summarizes as RimWorld, Oxygen Not Included, Urban Empire, Prison Architect, and generally games like that.
And generally games. Yeah. I tend to not dislike, but least likely to like first-person shooters. Probably. What was that? Why is it giving me labels? Meh. Why are there labels here?
Because there's small flags that you can click on, which will then reveal the location of an Imperial encampment to you.
Is that important?
No, not really. It's just an option for you to create discover map markers.
I see. That's where the barracks are. I've been in the barracks.
But one wonders if I'm a solitarian then. Because I want to have a society of hermits.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
The same way that we brought down the one just outside your door.
Yeah, we wasn't there for that.
True.
There is the Jarl, I think, or somebody else. Oh no, that's probably just the steward.
Not the Jarl, I don't think.
Yeah, just the steward. But also wants to know why I haven't introduced you to the game Press Force 3D yet. Which is about a game. I just googled that, and it's not a game I'd really enjoy myself.
Okay, well I think we shall come back here.
What about upstairs?
I've been upstairs.
No, you haven't. Walk upstairs.
I went up here.
And then go... Oh, right, you need to unlock that. I forgot that there was a locked door.
Yeah, and I get in trouble for that.
Oh, no, not really.
And I prefer to save these things until being run out of the city is not so much of a problem. Well, it's almost morning, so we can I'm feeling like I have thoroughly explored the city and I've got to grips with its layout and stuff like that. I do like being thorough with my explorations. I like games that involve exploration. But I am a bit of a completer finisher.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt.
Didn't I meet you somewhere else?
She was the one who accused you of stealing that flower.
Possibly hold that honor and such power.
What can you tell me about Talos? Because I couldn't talk to you earlier.
No, not this guy.
What?
He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords.
Wasn't he Tiber Septim the First?
And their treaty,
pretty much.
He will always be one of the 9 divines.
No, he shouldn't
be. A devout
be.
Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity.
Why all the hatred for the Empire?
Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland.
But it's imaginary. There is a difference between your daughter getting taken away and your imaginary friend that you send your daughter to war for.
Yeah. But, you know, the people can be a bit picky about... Will I get into trouble if I break into here? Yeah, you know, people do get upset if you ban their religion.
Apparently something triggered the Anubis chatbot, but I don't see that message. And Papom now wants to know if the Anubis chatbot blocks the Restream chat connection, which I wouldn't know. I think all the messages are still coming through just fine. I'm just not reading out all of them.
Have I been in here already?
Babom delivers a salute for Talos. How disgusting of you.
I've not been up here before.
Those houses have remarkably few windows.
This is true.
Babom is sending us a test message.
There was no way to the left, was there? No. Really could do with some varnish or something, or some tarmac or something. What do you call it? Pitch. On that wood, it's going to rot to nothing in no time.
Well, the area is fairly damp around here. Potato wants to know what your opinion on birthdays at the beginnings is.
Oh, rather enjoying it.
And between test message to follow and Babom saying, did she get the test there? I received no test message.
Please, I need but a septum. A septum is
You already gave her a septum.
I've given you a septum already, yeah. Okay, right.
It would appear that the bot blocks this out. I'll have to look into it.
Where was that other... Hang on, let me get my bearings. Right, the bee and barb thing is over there. In fact, it would be faster going this way around.
Apparently, the Anubis bot does block out messages for some odd reason. How weird. But Bom said that Anubis and Mia should get together and apologise. No, Sal, no! Wrong direction!
Mia!
Sorry, I'm just trying to get a bit antsy here.
Driver.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
Down that
Mia?
alley there.
That's where I'm going in half an hour.
In half an hour you won't be here anymore.
It's 7:34. 7:35. In 25 minutes, I'm not going in that shop until 8 o'clock because I want to spend a bit of time moseying around and having a look and doing all the things before I go and bully them into giving me money. So I was just going to stick my head out the door and see if there was any Nern roots or anything outside.
If Riften is the best Skyrim has to offer.
Just spend 5 minutes wandering outside. Not 5 minutes real time, obviously. 5 minutes in game time. Ah, okay, right. It's that door. Oh yeah, I did mean to check the spell books in my inventory.
Also, there is the court wizard, who you haven't talked to yet, because she's to the left of the Great Hall, and you just walked past it.
Spell tomb. Yeah, I've already got Pale Shadow, so I can sell that.
Potato brings up the question again, if you do have anything you dislike about the potato.
Boiled potatoes without butter.
No, he means himself as the person.
No, Potato, you are a great asset to us.
But also is claiming again that you and me are apparently married to one another.
Why? Which we don't fight
Probably
anywhere near
because I'm bickering at you, and that makes us sound like an old married couple.
Yeah.
Then again, have you listened to Boris and Anubis bickering to one another?
They also sound like an old married couple. Mm-hmm.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such
Right.
a thing has not happened for
Alright, but Bomb points out that it's now 10 minutes to 10. There's no pressure, but you need to hurry up and get that Dark Brotherhood letter.
There is
Because
no
you promised
pressure.
us.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
I didn't promise anybody anything.
What could it mean?
Finally.
Okay, right. Let's just see what he's got. Oh.
You need to hit it.
Alright, we'll do that in a moment.
He's standing right to your left.
I know he
So
is.
you can't steal anything.
Meh.
Sorry, I'll be quiet
Quit it.
again.
I want to have a look around.
There isn't much to this
Hello,
place.
Driffer.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Ooh, that's a fancy looking bottle. Just like to inspect the place first.
Oh no, you're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
How would he
Don't
know?
mind me.
Yes, but also I will look into a mod that will make guards a little bit quieter in the future. I do believe she already has a mod installed that removes half of these annoying... that makes the guards a bit more respectful towards you. That's the one.
Yeah, there's definitely a mod which affects what they say.
Yeah, it makes them a little bit more polite, especially in Whiterun, where you're the Thane, and they're usually really polite to you.
Oh no, you're the one from Brynjolf's outfit.
I'm going to have to talk to this guy to shut him up.
Yes, please do.
Right, your shop has a most unusual name.
Catchy, isn't it?
I see.
In my
Calm
youth,
down
I
now.
was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake.
I see. Why? What's wrong with Riften?
The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core.
No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others.
Speaking about which, I've got a message from Brynjolf.
Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
Okay. Right, so now, yeah, not
you
gonna
don't
break
need to
that thing
smash the
anymore.
vase
We're
anymore.
here for friendlier reasons now. After all, I'm all paid up.
Yeah, don't worry, we're mates. Okay, so where will I find Brynjolf now?
He is down in the basement again, so you need to walk down to the sewers, through the ratways, and...
Can't remember. I will allow you to steer me now, Mia. It was somewhere down there, but I can't remember. Do I go down that one?
Stairs. To the right.
Ooh.
To the left.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
What is this place? Ah.
That's his house. To the left, to the right, straight ahead.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just looking at that fancy thing there.
And Nova Bomb, she can't use the graveyard yet. Ugh. Alfie points out that there is a mod that increases the range at which people will speak to you, meaning that basically guards will start talking about the dragons around the area, wherever you're standing on the map.
Oh.
You've already
we kind
cleared
of want
the
the
area.
opposite of that, don't we?
Yeah. But also said there is a mod for that. Then again, Babon thinks that a mod that requires people to be far away from you when they speak would be interesting.
Oh yeah, that one down there.
Potato says that sometimes meat can be saltier than that weird brothel soup that you ate. And Babom likes butter spread on toast.
I like buttered toast. I like my toast quite lightly done when I'm just having hot buttered toast.
To which Raya is slightly out of context, but also responds that Raya will spread for anyone.
Raya's a cat. She's not particularly fussy.
There he is!
Hello!
So,
I returned.
Job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return.
I should hope so.
Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. Alright, what's next?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold, then I'm in. Have you got some goodies for me?
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief.
Me?
I think you'll do more than
Practice
just fit in around
thief?
here.
And a side note,
Yeah?
Alfie points out that this must have been the longest time he's ever seen somebody take for that quest.
Before we go, there's something I need to ask you. I'm interested in what that symbol is just there on your shoulder, but yeah, not that.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well. Yeah, looking a bit ragged around the edges there. Have you thought about going to a tailor?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Sure.
Bobom then response to Alfie was that it took you 2 hours to complete the tutorial, so you shouldn't be complaining. Also, Bobom also pointed out that you only have about 2 minutes left to stream, which according to Vladdy is now only 1 minute, so maybe you should
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions.
Okie dokie.
Maybe you should save the grand reveal that is on the other side of that door for next stream. Grand reveal, Sal!
You mean save it here?
Teasing the people.
If I come back here, will I still be following him? It's not going to screw up the quest or anything,
No,
is
it won't. You'll be fine. You'll just be standing outside the door for 5 minutes reading a book while he stands on the other side of the door, wondering where you are. No. You're already saved. It's too late. It's over.
Okay,
Stream's
so
over.
while I read a book, But I need to go back to Whiterun to get my next volume of the book that I was going to read.
Well, even better. Because as soon as you're in there, you'll start a whole can of worms that's going to take at least 20 minutes for you to unravel. Probably longer because you'll be sticking your catty nose in everybody's stuff too.
Might be. Okay.
Wow.
You sure it's not going to ruin the quest if I bob out and bob back in again?
No, it won't, but I'd like to believe of ourselves as teasers or something.
All right.
Then again, the people who probably wanted you to be in the Thieves Guild the most aren't here at the moment. Sorry, Jim Hon. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this stream, please return next week on Thursday, where Sal will be continuing her Let's Play of Skyrim at 8 PM GMT +1, which will be about 2 hours ago from now. Alternatively, if you'd like to listen to my voice complain at things that are happening on screen, return on Wednesday, where I'll be streaming Shadwin.
I'm probably finishing Shadwin on Wednesday, I
Probably.
imagine.
Which means I then need to figure out what to do for the rest of the stream.
We know.
No.
We know what the next game's going to be. We know the next
I
game.
need something as a transition. Something tiny, something small that nobody will care about. Which I'll be continuing at 8 PM GMT +1, which will be about 2 hours ago from now. Sal, any last words? Announcements or promises of streams that might happen on the weekend, so we couldn't promise them.
Yeah, I couldn't promise a weekend stream because, say, it depends on how many hours we spend playing TFC. Upload rate for TFC videos, we are doing a 40-minute episode every 2 days. And our recording schedule has varied quite significantly. We've done 13 hours one day, we did 8 hours another day. There was one weekend we only did 4 hours. So it's quite variable. Urban Empire is high on my list. It's not dead.
It is dead.
It's not. I'm looking forward.
We killed the Featherhat guy. The game's over.
It's not. I'm looking forward to
the
the next
guy is
one.
dead.
But I might be tempted to do the half thingy.
You know that if you start that, they'll never let that go either.
Yeah, but it's very streamable, I think, because it's short games and it's very easy to get yourself killed, and then you just start a fresh game again. Just like Command and Conquer, it's short games, not very long games.
I promise you, Babom, Spider-Man will never stream Urban Empire. So there's no point in going there, unless of course you want to see Terra Firma Craft happening live.
Banished, no time soon, but one day I will pick up the challenge and move it on to the next level. Oni have recently brought out a big update, so I'm interested in seeing that. RimWorld, I must admit, I did kind of burn out a little bit on RimWorld after doing something like 100 episodes of, but it's still one of my favourite games ever, and we will pick that one up again. And Anno 2017, I haven't...
2070 and 2017. No, Anno 1602.
I have one of the Anno games, actually. I'm not sure which one. I've got one of them. Camgirls.
Is that a game? If so, no thank you. It doesn't sound appropriate for Twitch.
Not well. Oh yeah, Twitch might not let us. Try and do a rush ending to RimWorld. I don't know if I could.
You know that
other
she
than
likes
just-
to take her time. You
Yeah.
can't rush her
Otherwise,
into
we'd all
this.
just die. How about a simple
think that's
chat
the-
stream one day?
We're not doing the weird thing Boris does, where we just sit around and watch
Play
Australian...
with food with our fingers. Oh, what? Watch Australian TV or something?
No, watch Australian political candidates being really derpy at not having pie or something.
A stream where I just read stories.
Stream where you just read
I
stories.
like reading stories to people.
You do have Anno 2070.
There you go.
Oh, it's not the same as Anno 20...
A bird stream. Yeah, Mir will do that. He is going to release an episode of Hatoful Boyfriends for every 5-minute Steam Machine episode that Minty makes.
Luckily, Minty stopped producing videos.
Only
probably
temporarily.
because he's dead.
He's not.
Oh, he's
Minty
so
was
dead.
saying today, actually,
Oh, no, he
that
wasn't.
if he could stream, he would stream, and he would stream regularly, was what he was saying, and he wanted to sue the Australian government for not allowing him to stream because his internet's too bad.
Oh, yeah, that is an issue. Anyway, we're drawing this out way too long. Sal, make a dramatic exit.
Okay, hang on, I've got to press this key. That
Sal,
key.
it's not dramatic enough.
Hang on,
There's not
yes.
enough screaming.
Working
Sal,
on it.
the baby's dropping on the floor.
Bye.
Not very